And off we go from Las Vegas. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Willis to throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Willis. This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice block.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Fourth down, Willis. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go on?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Willis. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Here's a 2nd and 8. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. We hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. They go play action with Willis. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Abdullah to return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Willis. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Touchdown. Marvin Mims with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Wizards post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Raiders at 7-9 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
11.
To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Play fake. Here's Willis. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They give it to Williams, running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Second down, here's Willis. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Up the middle, it's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Willis. On the move to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Jacobs is not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Well, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it with Jacobs. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll buy some time right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a 1st.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point by Carlson up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. Breaks a tackle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Willis rushing him to the line in a hurry here. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Willis. That is caught inside the 5. Whistles come in and a timeout. We'll see if they try to run one more quick hitter, or will they go ahead and kick the field goal here. Back to throw, Willis. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll roll him out right. Incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level.
They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator.
A couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This a 2nd and 8. And Garoppolo's going to change the play. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Now Willis. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And here comes Abdullah on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Here we go.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes goes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 57 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Slant to Adams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Here we go. Hey, alert!
Garoppolo now. First down throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Willis will look to throw on first down. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Here's Willis. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 more on that one and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Mitchell. 20. 5. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Wizards have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
11.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now Willis on the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And now an audible here into something else. The 2nd down throw by Willis. Loose inside the 30. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll hand it off now. Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
18. Ready.
2nd down, here's Willis. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Robert Quinn in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal. tight. 19 tight.
Third down, it's Willis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Marr able to put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here we go, here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
11.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Here we go.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And that's complete to Adams. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
21.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Willis back to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 36. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! 13!
To throw is Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Garoppolo to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers, 60 yards. And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want, and cover it well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Drop 50, drop 60. 18, 5 years. 79 Broncos.
Now Willis. And that's caught by Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Here's 2nd down. Here's Willis. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Garoppolo going to change the look here. One more time with Jacobs. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Great call to hand that one off. And his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play. And guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Willis to throw. Able to find Mims. And now the rookie's free. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go, 1st and goal. Throwing, Willis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Raiders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Las Vegas, they get the victory in the season finale, but it will still mean a sub-500 season as they finish at 8-9. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Tokyo, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.